while the sand has dropped through the hourglass. It's been 20-something years since the day you passed. And everybody told me the pain wouldn't last, but the days drove by so slowly and the year went by so fast. I'm still hurting just in a different way, and that empty feeling is never gone away. You're gone now, but your spirit remains. I feel you in my soul each and every day. This time really heals all wounds. I don't believe it's true, even though I may not cry, still have to wipe the tears from my mind's eye when I think of some little things spark my memories. It gets me thinking of how it used to be, and it makes me realize what you meant to me. So I close my eyes, it's your face I see. This time really heal all wounds. I don't believe it's true, even though I may not cry, still have to wipe the tears from my mind's eye when I think of you. I have your strength when I maybe stand. I can feel your love when I lend a hand. Through my pain I've come to understand the good Lord's keeping company with a very special man. This time really heals all wounds. I don't believe it's true, even though I may not cry, still have to wipe the tears from my mind's eye, because I miss you. Oh yeah, I miss you.
Got a lot of activity tonight, folks. Yes, we do. And I imagine somebody's gonna tell me that's a helicopter or something. Now, what I've noticed with these lights, it's almost like a pulse. You know, it's a steady pulse like this right here, just like you're seeing. I've already passed a couple stars, and I just showed you guys a street light. You know, so it's just going north to south. I wish this thing would get closer. It's just way out there. I'm maxed on the zoom that I want to use because my screen is so small. I need to get a monitor hooked up to this so I can actually see. But it's fun anyways. It's definitely fun, although cold. This would be my last video of the night. I think I've been on this for, what, 7 minutes now or so. Got a lot of activity. I've got a new camcorder coming in I'm pretty excited about. It's a high definition camera. We've got night vision on it. So hopefully it'll work a lot better than this hunk of junk. But I'll tell you this story. I told a friend today, and you know, almost sound crazy to a lot of people when I tell them the story, but on August 23rd, about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, my cousin, he come over. You know, we talked for a bit. He's from Oregon, so we hadn't had a lot of time to catch up, and we talked for a bit, and you know, come 12 o'clock, 12:30, he decided, you know, it's getting late, and I decided the same, and he was getting ready to go home, and I decided to walk him out to the gate. I've not got a big place. I guess I live on about 3.5 acres. Not too big. But I'm gonna wait for this to come back up, maybe. Oh, come on now, let me pull this back up here and I'll finish what I was starting here. Gosh, this camera is just so touchy. Come on already. Shoot. I'm so afraid to lose this. Okay. It was about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and we were standing in my yard right there by the gate. And he's getting ready to open the gate, and we seen a flash over to the south. You know, kind of above the neighbor's house, and seen the flash. We both instantly just looked up in the sky, and before you know it, this beautiful craft. I mean, if I put my hands up, it'd be, you know, 2 feet across, looking up at this object. And this object was amazing. It was squared. And what amazed me so much was the purity of the green neon lights that it gave. It was so beautiful. On the bottom, there must have been 15, 20 lights on the bottom. And I've heard a lot of people say that you see the green lights normally when it's getting ready to land. And it was heading north, or south I meant, down by the lake here where I live, and it's about 5 miles south of me. I figure that's where it was headed because there's nothing out there. And it was amazing because it had a hook, on the right side of it that come out of the side of the ship. And we've got a military base here about 80 miles, so I figure, it could have been a military experiment of some sort, because we all know the government's 50 years ahead of us anyways, but it was stunning. It was stunning to see, and that's when I started doing the UFO hunt. It took me about a month, to get myself back up and, stop being afraid, because I was afraid. It really spooked me, and, it's, I don't remember loss of time, and my cousin doesn't remember loss of time, but, he's since gone back to Oregon, and, we talk frequently, and that's the start of the conversation every single time, because after it passed, it was just amazing. I looked at my cousin, and, I said, hey, bud, did you just see what I saw? And he looked at me and said, yeah. And I put my arm around him. I kissed him on the forehead. And I went, wow, man, let's go back in real quick and talk about this, because I want to see what you saw. And I want to explain what I saw. And, of course, he's seen things that I didn't because I was standing by my street light. And whatever that is going right by that, look at that. But I'm staying on this. But, it was definitely a neat experience. I felt, that it was kind of an up close experience. And I still get kind of shaky talking about it, But since then, I've seen some amazing things, and I think the most amazing things I've caught off camera. So I've kind of taught myself to take the camera with me no matter where I go. If I'm going into town, or I'm going to a friend's house, or I'm doing something of the such, or I take the camera with me, and I've kind of just gotten used to that. Of course, I'm always learning new things and trying to sight it better, quicker, and trying to mess with the manual zoom more and such like that. That's my neighbor's the neighbor's house I told you about. I'm not a spyer, believe me, but this is how far the neighbor's house that it swooped over. He's pulling into his driveway. So it kind of gives you a rough idea on, when it swooped down and come over us. And it all lasted, I'd say about 7-10 seconds. It was just an amazing deal. So anyways, I just want to share that with you guys. If anybody else has got a close encounter experience, go ahead and share it with me. That'd be great. It kind of gives me aspiration to keep going, with these films. Of course, the filming will get a lot better here in a couple weeks, and I can't wait to show you guys. I'm excited just for the simple fact is there's so much activity. There's so much activity here. And I record, I think daily, maybe, probably 2 hours a day. And sometimes I just record the moon coming up. Some days it's just like anything else. There's not really a lot of activity. Sometimes there's none. But nights like tonight, it's just phenomenally amazing. I got a 10-minute video I got to go back in and watch of a beautiful sighting straight above me. And I watched the light blink for, a good 7 minutes. So I'm hoping with it being pitch dark in that area, I'll be able to pick that blink out. So if anybody else, again, has got any neat stories or experiences about something unexplained, go ahead and share it with me. That'd be great. You guys have a wonderful night. Music Player out.